I found myself alone in my room at the Jolly Stew Inn, at the town of Grey's Rock, a small mining town on the edge of the Western Mountains. My armour I had sent over to the local blacksmith, along with my sword and shield. He gave me a loaner, for just in case. A good fighter should never be without a good weapon at his side. My horse is bedded down for the night. He was well fed some grains and hay, and groomed by the caretaker's young daughter. I tried to rest my head on the firm bed with its soft pillow. While staring up at the ceiling, I took count of all that had made it here in my head. The lucky ones, at least. And it came out to be just under 600. A mixed band of city guard, bowmen, and a few rangers. The mages that started the trip with us left as soon as they could. I never liked them blasted mages. Always, they would leave you when you're needing them. But then there was Marisa. She stuck with Red and I all the way to this town, and told us she had business to attend to, and would return as soon as she could. Red ran off with a few other fighters after he was told his armour wasn't worth the time to fix, and they were in search of a few gambling games to make some quick coin. Good old Red. I hope he stays out of trouble. I find myself drifting off to sleep, and I lose track of time. Then comes a knock at my door. I awake to the sound of drunken voices outside my window, and I slowly sit on the side of my bed and give my eyes a quick rub. It's still dark out, and now I can see a few groups of men staggering and singing past my window. And there's another knock at the door. This time it turns into pounding. I go over to see who it is, and when I open the door, Red was about to hit it for a third time. He swings at the now open door and staggers into the room with a mug of ale in his right hand. His eyes are glassed over, and he slurs his words.
Granny! You old bastard! Come have a drink with me!
He staggers a bit more while walking, as he drinks down his ale in one breath, and he looks at me, his eyes now going crossed, and begins to stumble around. I try to grab hold of him, but he pushes me away, while muttering more words I don't understand. The next thing I see is Red falling backwards onto my bed. Poor Red, he had a very long day. I help him out with what is left of his armour, and I cover him up with a nice extra blanket. Okay, I lost my bed for the night, but he is my best friend, and it looks like he could use the sleep more than me. I quietly leave the room and close the door behind me. Then I make my way downstairs to a busy sight of more drunken men and more singing of songs. The innkeeper looks up from the bar at me, a lean half-elf female named Ilianvis, and gives me a big smile, walking over towards me now. She has straight, blue-greenish hair and narrow green eyes, and is wearing a modest garment with an apron. She's also friendly and energetic. Can't sleep, Master Granthor. You looking for a nice meal or something to drink? I nod in agreement. She shows me to an out-of-the-way table, places a plate of crusted bread and aged cheese slices for me to eat. I sample a piece of cheese. It's grainy in texture, pleasantly sharp as it crumbs in my mouth. Must be a type of cheddar. I find myself taking more of it, this time with a piece of crusted bread in my mouth. Does the job for now as I look over to the innkeeper. She gives me a big smile. If you be wanting anything else, I will bring you over some nice beef stew, with a good mug of my finest ale. Will that be okay with you, Master Granthor? I agree to the meal. She quickly rushes off to get it for me, and the mood in the tavern quiets a bit. Someone starts to play a lute. The music is nice. It fills the air and begins to calm the spirits of everyone that hears it. And a song crosses the air. The bard finishes his song, and all give up a cheer to him as they toss a few coins. The innkeeper brings over my meal and drink. As I take a few more bites of bread with cheese, I think over what was said in that song. A sword called Slice of Life and a shield called Starlight. I never heard of them, but if there are weapons to be had that can aid in the fight, to fight this witch, it's worth a look to go find them, I think. I begin to enjoy my meal as the bard starts a new song. This one is a little more uplifting, as people begin to dance around now. It's good to see people having fun, bringing the day to a better end.
Follow our links below for more content and subscribe.